An object at the equator weighs less than it would at the exact same altitude in Europe, China, or the US. Let's look at why this happens. The weight you see on a regular scale depends on two things: mass and the pull of gravity. For example, if you weigh a bag of gold on a scale in England and then weigh that exact same bag on the same scale in Singapore, it will weigh less. The amount of gold hasn't changed, but gravity at the equator is always weaker than it is in England. This is because the Earth spins on its axis, creating a centrifugal force that acts on everything. This force varies depending on the location on the planet, since the distance to the axis of rotation changes with latitude. At the equator, where Singapore is located, this force is at its strongest, gradually weakening toward the poles. The second reason is the distance from the object to the center of the Earth. The closer an object is to the center of the planet, the stronger the Earth's gravitational pull on it. For example, a bag of gold will weigh less at the top of a high mountain than it does at the bottom. But mountains aren't the only reason this distance changes. Our planet itself is not a perfect sphere. Because of its constant rotation, it bulges slightly at the equator. As a result, the surface in Singapore is farther from the center of the planet than the surface in England. These are the reasons why the gold exerts less force on the spring, leading to a lower reading on the scale. Gold weighs about 0.3% less in Singapore than it does in England.
Interesting facts. Spaceports are usually built as close to the equator as possible. This allows engineers to save tons of fuel when putting heavy cargo into orbit. In athletics, it is physically less demanding for athletes to set world records in stadiums near the equator. A competitor's body and sports gear experience weaker gravity there, providing a small but genuine edge. A regular person encounters this effect when buying modern, highly precise electronic scales, such as jewelry or laboratory scales. Such scales either require manual calibration or automatically adjust to local gravity using a built-in mechanism. Heading deep underground, closer to the planet's center, causes weight to increase. In the deepest mines, high-precision instruments record an increase in gravity compared to the Earth's surface directly above them. This difference in readings completely disappears if you replace the spring scale with a classic balance scale using weights. The change in gravity will affect both the weights and the gold equally, so the scale will show the exact same result as in England. Help us keep doing this by leaving a like. Your support really matters to us. Every single like can help our tiny project grow.